Got a little tense there. Just what do you guys think? You guys did well, or you got just offensively to allow you to preserve that win.
I couldn't.
It got a little tense there. Just what did you see from your team offensively? Just making enough plays to be able to get that win.
Yeah, it's really good execution down the stretch. We just tried to do what we, run our stuff. We got away from that a little bit in the fourth quarter, and then as the game settled down, just trying to put the ball in CJ's hands, trying to have JV set the screen, and then play off of those two.
Yeah, you decided to close with Jose. Just what did you see from him in this game?
I thought he was great. Defensively, he was all over the place, getting steals, doing what he does. Offensively, he was giving us a lot on the offensive end. So just closing the game with him, putting him on Trae Young, causing havoc, and then having Herb guard Bogdanovich is the way we wanted to finish.
I mean, what does that just say about Jose, that a guy who's undrafted rookie, like you're throwing him on Trae Young at the end of a game?
It's a credit to his perseverance, his resiliency. He's a guy that, like Herb, comes in the gym every day and works at it. And then, he was Defensive Player of the Year in his conference. So he's more than capable, 4-year guy that comes in and knows how to play, can execute, and he plays hard every time he touches the floor.
And Christian asked you this before the game, but he had a couple more plays tonight where he hit on the baseline and got steals. I mean, what's it like to see when he's doing that on the court?
It's incredible that he can do that and that he has an awareness of how to execute that type of steal. One of the first times I've seen it. But every time he does it and he gets a steal, we're grateful that he's just that type of guy.
Yeah, you said over and over again, you feel like that jumbo, lineup with Jackson and JV really gives you guys an advantage with the size and athleticism. How much do you think that played a factor tonight, just the size y'all were able to put on the court?
Yeah, I've been saying it since we went to that lineup, but, having Jackson and JV and Herb and those guys out there, we're long, we're athletic. We can guard multiple positions, and they just take up a lot of real estate. Jackson was great today. He rebounded the ball well, got out in transition and got a couple easy buckets. And I thought defensively he was sound.
And we've talked about it before, but, since the All-Star break, all of the wins you guys have had, you basically ran away with it, in the fourth quarter. And tonight you guys, like you said, had to execute, had to get stops down the stretch. How important was that, especially, without B.I. out there?
I thought it was important for us to execute down the stretch and step up to the free throw line and make our free throws. When we played Denver in Denver, we had moments where we were executing, they were going down executing, but the game came down to who can make their free throws. And tonight, Jose made 2 big ones. JV made a free throw to put us up. And that's what it takes, execution and stepping to the line and making your free throws when you have a lead.
Yeah, you mentioned JV. Just how big was he for you guys tonight?
He was great. His patience, offensively, defensively, he was in the right spots. He's a monster on the boards, usually every game. And so he did a really good job of anchoring our group.
Go to Jim Eichenhofer on Zoom.
Hey, Coach, I know it's a long game and there's a lot of runs and back and forth, but how important do you think it was the tone that you guys set in the first quarter to come out with the energy that you did? And it seemed like because of that, you guys were playing from ahead the whole night.
Yeah, to your point, it's important for us to get off to good starts. We set the tone right away, kind of knocked them on their heels, and then we just continue to execute from there. With our group, anytime that we can play with the lead, it's to our advantage.
Just one more from you on Jose. What does it say about him? Not only, you talk about him being an undrafted guy and stepping up, but having the wherewithal to attack at that time late in the game to get that layup, where, he's got a lot of other options on the court, but, feeling confident enough in himself and his game to hit that layup you guys needed.
He's a confident kid. He comes in and he works at it. So when he gets on the floor, he has the freedom but the responsibility to execute. And he saw an opening. I think it was a screen with him and JV, and he just took advantage of it, went to the basket and made it. And, he's made big plays for us throughout the course of the season, and we really lean on him, his energy and his effort. He was great tonight.
Coach, when we have a player like CJ on the floor and off the floor in the locker room, what kind of uplifting for the young guys is presents?
He's great. CJ has done it in this league with Portland at a high level. He's won playoff games, playoff series, played in the Western Conference Finals. And so he brings a ton of experience to our group. And late game situations, especially not having Brandon, we can put the ball in his hands, and he knows how to set the table so that we can execute at a high level. And the guys did that for the most part tonight.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.